Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. On the gate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Gate Podcast. Derek Drescher, Geo Perez. Derek Drescher's a.k.a. Blicky Henderson.
Blicky Henderson?
Yeah. But you...
Well, so it's baseball players?
Well, Ricky Henderson was, he was Ricky Henderson. I'm Blicky Henderson. But I just realized Marty's Blicky Bobby, and that's because of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never, now I
You didn't know that?
I feel like not as creative. You know what I mean?
Got Juan Homo Jr.?
Juan Homo.
Yeah.
He's definitely feeling like a homo after last night. Bro, the poetry in that home run going over him, man, him trying to catch shit. It took his private jet to get that shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's 2-1, right? The series, Subway Series?
Yeah. Yanks her up. Let's try not to lose our people talking about baseball so early.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We're going to get into the Diddy Cassie.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
In the segment we call, is this victim blaming or horse shaming?
Introducing guests.
Oh, man, we got two amazing guests. Returning fan favorite, make some noise for Derek Humphrey.
Thank you. The correct noise.
And for the first time on OTG, a good friend of mine from Alabama, but out here in New York plant, make some noise for Terry Thomas Jr.
Why you give the black guy gunfire?
Because I'm racist. Let's
That's
go.
fucked up. You can't hear. Yeah. He got air horns. You got gunfire.
It didn't help. I did like this. Subliminally.
Oh, man. Yeah, so did you guys follow any of the Cassie stuff, the everything she testified to?
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, I haven't been following the court case. I just saw him dragging her through the hotel and beating her up.
Oh, yeah, but that's old.
But that was her fault.
Yeah, she asked for it.
Check out at Twitter.
What did she do again?
Bitch is 130. Get out. They're going to charge us an extra day.
So the court case is like on. I saw a picture of Diddy. Is he really gray like that?
Yeah. Oh, he's stressed out.
Looking
man.
like Barack Obama after his first term.
Yeah.
Heavy
He
lies
looked like
the
Morgan
crown.
Freeman at the end.
I was like, he got all that money. Like, they don't give you a day where he can just do some just for men. Like,
Yeah. Put it through the hair and all that shit. Yeah.
They want to see him. They want him to look bad.
They want him to look stressed
Can
out.
you
They
get
want him to
just
look
for men in jail?
I'm sure you can melt some black crayons.
Yeah. Like probably just like
There was guys that used
explode
to
a couple pens and shit.
There was guys that used to dye their hair and shit. I remember one guy came out one day. He had a black beard like Hulk Hogan. All of a sudden, one time I was like,
He joined the NWO.
yeah.
Just dip your head in.
Yeah, I was wondering. I never. I don't think I'd ever dye my hair or my beard. You?
It looks weird. Nah, I wouldn't do it. I got like one gray hair that's just annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah,
But if I know
same.
I take it off, they say you get like it just regrows more.
My beard is salt and pepper,
Hydra.
but actually from actual salt and pepper.
This is the
'cause
most
I eat
hair
so
I've
much.
seen you with, and you got a hat on.
Oh,
Because I
in
can
the
see your
back?
hair in the back.
Yeah, but there's nothing up
Not
here.
on top.
Yeah, nothing.
You
up
got
there.
a cul-de-sac going on?
He got the Tampa Bay mullet.
I got
The Tampa Bay.
what would you call it? A half moon? A crescent? I got
Crescent moon?
crescent sack. Yeah. If I let it grow longer, I could kind of comb it down. But as soon as the wind hits it, I just look ridiculous.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know
I
what
dye my beard because I'm bald. I can't be like just bald and got
Yeah, no facial hair.
shit.
You got to have
So
some
black
kind
man.
of facial hair, or else you look like a pedophile. That's
Yeah,
how it goes.
I have my beard because otherwise you wouldn't know where my chin was. I feel like we were just talking before the show started that this is a 5X jacket because it's European cut.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at the video. I'm like, it's gonna be hard to convince people it's not just 5 regular American X's.
Yeah, well, that's true. The European shit, everything is like, for me, I've lost weight now because I became physically ill. That's not because I'm living a healthy life or anything like that.
Right.
But if I get the Sergio Tacchini stuff, it's XL or double XL.
Because isn't it in Asia it's the same thing? You get 2 sizes bigger.
Yeah.
So if I'm a
Everything in Asia is
medium,
like
I
short
get a
torso.
XL.
Yeah. Short, like if you get like your regular size in Asian shit, it'll come up to like, it'll
Yeah,
be like a
because they're
belly
small
shirt.
people.
Yeah.
So I guess Levi's is Japanese now, and so if you get like a jean jacket, you gotta get like. Well, for me, I gotta get like a 4X.
So do they spell it Leevi now? Levi.
It's Revi's.
Revive will revive. New Japanese look.
I'm an Asian cowboy.
I can see Shohei Ohtani doing the fucking Revive commercial. That's hilarious.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's got to make money somehow, man. He's going to be making $2 million a year from baseball.
No, bro, he's gonna get all that money.
He's struggling.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy.
It's like you're getting what was like close to 700 million, at $2 million a year.
Well, 70 million a year, but 68 million of it deferred, 2 million in cash, and I feel like
10 years.
Yeah.
I feel like they're paying him in Bitcoin.
So in about
right?
350 years, he
am I
should
wrong?
be paid off.
Right.
No. He'll get all that money at the end of the contract. Yeah, no, it's just deferred until a later time.
It's deferred, but then the valuation of the team goes up, and then inflation is making the money worth less. That's very team friendly.
100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
How much he gets on the back end with like 750 mil? Like,
I thought it was like $500 million.
Yeah.
At
a
this
little bit
rate, it's
more
going to
than
be
half of it.
680 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Poor guy.
the team is owned by aren't they owned by the Guggenheim or some shit? They're owned by like a group of people.
I don't know.
A group of
I think like most teams are like that now. Like it's just like a collective real estate.
a lot of times, yeah, a lot of times.
Or the
Black
owner is part of private equity.
I don't care what
And
anybody
they
says,
invest their
bro.
money.
He was definitely gambling.
Oh, 100%.
He was definitely gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, you think his interpreter took the fall?
I think his interpreter was gambling also. I think they all, and then he just took the brunt of it. I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because then, you know what I mean? He's a moneymaker. He's a cash cow. He's at
Yeah.
the peak right now, so why would they want to lose that?
Anything
Right,
he
right,
touches is worth money.
It was like with Jordan, with the gambling scandal with his father. They were just like, okay, let's try to keep this.
Basically,
I hope-
like, we slipped up with Pete Rose. We ain't gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't think Jordan's father was killed for gambling debts. I think he got caught out by some two
Think
meth
it's
heads.
Illuminati?
No.
You think it was?
I think it was a couple fucking.
You want another three-peat? Pop's got to go.
I think it was the Pistons. The Pistons.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of this guy somehow. We gotta change the momentum.
Isaiah Thomas.
It would have been funny if they were actually trying to kill Michael B. Jordan's father before he
Instead-
became born, like the Terminator or some shit. Yeah, some time travel shit.
They killed the wrong one.
Like, yo, we can't have no more Rocky movies, man.
Yeah, that's funny. You go back and somebody goes back in time to kill Michael Jordan. They kill Michael B. Jordan. They go back to the future. They're like, yo, the Bulls are still champion, but we didn't get Black Panther. What the fuck?
Bro, it's so funny too that his middle initial is B because he's not the real Michael Jordan. He's Michael B. Jordan, not Michael A.
Some comic calls him Michael Basketball Jordan.
Why?
'Cause the B stands for basketball.
Oh yeah.
Michael
What does the
Jordan.
B even stand for? Does anybody know?
Probably like Brandon or something.
Barenthal.
Aaron thought that'd be.
If his middle name is Brandon, that's like that's pretty Michael Brandon Jordan. It sounds like a white guy.
Yeah, he should just go with the whole name. I don't
Yeah.
understand just Michael B. Jordan if it's
Or Mike Jordan.
Mike.
Nah, that sounds too much like that. Sounds too much. Yeah.
So was Michael Jordan.
Mikey Jordan.
MBJ.
Who is Tom? You know Tom Takar? The comic?
Yeah.
He used to be Tom Brady.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's his. Yeah, I forget the story is like he took like his father's surname, but like or something like that.
Some of the
I'm Andy
grandparents.
too, right?
Yeah. I apologize to Tom if I'm fucking up your story, but he was Tom Brady, and he would get a lot of like, he'd walk on stage and be like, "You suck,"
Yeah.
or whatever.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Right.
Fuck the
exactly.
Patriots.
Yeah. It's kind of dumb.
I would have been one of those people.
But that's
Fucking
smart
Tom Brady.
for him to change it from Tom Brady to something that's hard to spell.
right. Yeah.
Well, I will. Takar is a memorable name, and the two
It
T's.
is.
Yeah.
The two
Yeah.
T's. Terry Thomas,
The alliteration.
What?
of
But
it,
no,
yeah.
I mean,
Derek Drescher.
I had to switch. I had to go back and forth because Terry
Were
Thomas.
you Thomas Terry?
No, it was Terry Thomas, but there's a British comedian, white guy named with a gap in his mouth. He's real famous. It's Terry Thomas.
Oh.
So you Google like Terry Thomas comedian, old white guy.
It's all
pops
him.
up. So
Same
then-
thing with me. When you Google Derek Drescher, it's a trumpet player from London. Yeah. Who's like won Grammys and shit.
You got a British doppelganger. You got one. I got one too. If you Google Derek Humphrey, there's a guy in Britain who believes in physician-assisted suicide.
Nice.
I get his mail.
Yeah.
I get his email every like probably once a week. I'll get an email like, "Hey, Derek, looking to die." I'm like, "Man, did I fuck this show up again?" And no, it's for this British guy. who
What was
wrote
that
books.
doctor's name again?
Dr. Kevorkian.
Kevorkian. Yeah.
He used to shop at my stepmom's Giant Eagle.
He's from Ohio?
No, Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
That guy got a bad rap, man.
Well,
was
bro,
just helping
Yeah,
people
he was
out.
just killing
Dr.
people.
Death.
I remember seeing.
People that really wanted to die.
Yeah.
So
It was all consensual.
he helped this one guy with
consensual.
ALS. I saw it was a documentary, and the guy, like, you know, ALS really fucking just takes you right down. The Lou Gehrig's disease, and like he wanted to die, and just seeing what he was to what he had become, it's like I kind of fucking like agree. Like if he wants to go, and his last night alive, it was pretty dope because he was like riding around on his scooter, and his wife was holding like booze with straw to his mouth, so he was fucking wasted.
Oh, sure.
And he was like, like laughing. He was having fun.
He was like going in circles and shit.
Yeah, he was right. She was on the scooter with him.
Doing
He was
donuts.
fucking- and then Dr. Kevorkian helped him pass.
Well,
I
the
was
rest
like,
of the time you're in pain.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. He just hooks you up to the machine. You hit the button.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
You hit it.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's just like, hey, you want to do this?
Do you do like a countdown? Like 5, 4.
Oh, dude, that'd be a
Got
little
you.
bit.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't even jump in the pool right away. I got to do countdowns to jump in the pool. So I could just imagine with that, be like 3, 2. No, all right. Hold on. Give me one more second. Give me one more. 3, 2. All right, no, hold on. Wait. Can I jerk off? real
No,
quick?
bro. If you were at that point, you'd be like, boop.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
What if there's a kid being born named Sean B. Combs?
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna change my comedy name to Sean B. Combs.
I was thinking about using Blicky Henderson as my stage name.
Blicky
Yeah,
Henderson.
just doing black rooms. Because,
They're gonna think you're black when you walk.
yeah, I know.
Give it up, bro.
And then I
Blicky
could do the
Henderson.
Derek Gaines. Let me let you adjust your eyes for a minute. Because the white comics are being so goofy, man.
What do you mean?
The famous ones are. I feel like they're losing their minds. Maybe I should
Well,
save
no,
this
they're just
for
a
the.
ritual.
I'm going to save this for the behind the
Patreon?
paywall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'll
Inside
save it for the
baseball.
paywall.
I want to hear this
Give me
now. How
some
much,
names here.
how much I got to pay you to listen to this right now?
I'll give you my,
Right
I'll give
now,
you my email password.
Nah, we'll talk about it on the paywall. So Cassie went on the stand.
Yeah, so she testified for like 4 days straight. I beat off 2 out of the 4 days because some of the shit you're just like,
Bro, she
wow,
she
a
looks
freak.
good, man.
She's a freak,
Yeah.
bro. Like
She's
this-
pregnant too, right? While she's doing that.
Yeah.
Whose
That's-
baby
that's
is
like,
it?
That's like another level of kinkiness.
Or you just think about that lactate and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
like, oh, yo, she got.
Is it
like,
Ryan
wet
Leslie's
nipples.
baby? Did she get back
No,
with Ryan
no.
Leslie?
She with a younger dude.
She's with a white guy.
Yeah, she's with a white dude.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
the
Diddy will
students
do
become
to
the
you.
teacher.
Who?
I'm proud of you. young
Wait,
grasshopper.
is he a musician or anything, or is he just a regular white guy?
I think he's just like a regular white dude.
Merrill
I
Lynch.
believe. I,
yeah.
No,
But yeah, he's
he
like
looks
8
like a
years.
country boy.
He's not
Get
a
outta
regular.
here.
There's no way she just did like a regular, like I got a 9 to 5, I work at Kinko's.
Where's Cassie from? Go ahead,
from
Pedro.
Whore Island.
Oh, damn.
Whore Island, Mississippi.
Off the coast.
Yeah, because I felt, listen, when the story first broke, I was like, God damn it. I saw the video. And I was like, God damn, this girl went through hell.
Yeah.
But then when they read all the testimony and the text messages, I'm like, oh, she was having the time of her life.
She's having fun
She was having a blast.
in between beatings.
And because the way they made it seem, hey, listen, man, there's a price for everything.
Yeah, you gotta go through hell if you want heaven. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing free in this world.
no free lunch. No free lunch.
Yeah.
But you get a free
But
punch.
then it was coming. So what I got from this, right? So they presented it like it was just this whole evil empire of sexual blackmail and just abuse. With this like she was probably just shaking and scared every day. But it turns out they were just drug fueled swingers
right.
who were
Yeah.
toxic because they were toxic towards each other.
You know, bro, in my older relationships where there was like domestic violence involved, like everybody, like I'm not making an excuse for it, but like, yeah, drugs were involved. And that's
Exactly.
the kind of
That's
shit
what I'm
that
saying.
happens
Yeah,
when
yeah.
drugs and alcohol and late nights and crime is involved.
Is it kind of like that scene in like what was that movie with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie?
Oh, Mr. Mrs. Smith?
Like y'all just sit on the floor.
I wish it was that.
It was that, but without
good
the
looking.
guns.
Yeah, no, there was no tuxedos and
But they-
ball gowns.
Yeah.
It was
But
like
they
wife
destroyed the house the
beaters,
same way without guns.
Yeah, wife beaters and boy shorts.
Yeah.
Pass it
Fuck
back.
you, talking about each other's mothers.
Yeah, they used to have like I was reading in the paper they had 3 to 4 day long orgies.
God damn, how could you have sex for that long?
Nobody's chafing.
Drugs.
Viagra, yeah,
Drugs.
yeah,
Baby oil.
drugs.
Baby oil kills the
Baby
chafing.
oil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you got tons of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make on Sunday when I play softball, I make all my guys rub down in baby oil, especially when we got a doubleheader.
Dude. Speaking of double headers,
That's a good segue.
Cassie is from New London, Connecticut.
he's connected.
Oh, she's
Oh,
from Connecticut. New
Connecticut.
London is a shithole. Yeah, there's a lot of
so
guns
that's
in
her- That's
Connecticut.
her fault.
Yeah. New London is a lot of people don't know. Connecticut is there's very rich areas of Connecticut, but there's also very poor, bad parts of fucking Connecticut.
Yeah.
And they sound like the nice parts.
Like Pistol Waving New Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you hear New Haven, you're like, oh, it sounds
Oh, that sounds nice. No.
Yeah.
sounds
Pistol-
Speaking of which, I'll be at the Stress Factory this week.
Wait, is the Stress Factory in New Haven?
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport. Bridgeport's got fucked up parts too.
Yeah.
Yeah. For an
Sounds like
assault
Connecticut
that
just
I
fucked up
caught.
all together.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Stanford's
So
nice.
she goes on, and a lot of the text messages, she was like excited about the freak offs. Like she'll text Diddy, she's like, "Oh, I'm so horny for tonight," and all this shit. She's like, "Hey, are you bringing coke?" Like,
So would
she-
he watch or would he fuck other bitches?
Oh yeah, he was a cuck. My bad.
He was a cuck.
Drug fueled cuck abuser.
Now, I could see a man who does that eventually snapping out of it and being like a man for a second and then being like, nah, fuck that. I can't believe I sat there and watched somebody else fuck my girl and then get mad and beating her up. Like, if your mental health ain't good, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but when
Sure.
you're on drugs, your emotions all over the place.
True.
To begin with.
Yeah, you're irregulated.
You know what I mean? And he probably.
I'm not
beat
saying
her.
that was okay either, by the way. I just want to, I could
Right,
see
no,
it
no, no,
happening.
yeah.
I don't agree with any
Speak for yourself.
sexual deviancy.
She-
I'm not.
I believe Diddy's the victim in this case. And Cassie is just a money grubbing whore because the last text. All right, so she was with her new man, still texting Diddy. I miss you. My life is not the same without
Of
you.
course, he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Now, is
He
she
had
was
that
with
pink
this,
coat.
this new white guy?
But this is when she was with her baby father.
I'm still mad about what Diddy did to Ryan Leslie. That was fucked up.
What do you mean? What you mean? What Cassie did to Ryan Leslie?
Well, what happened to Ryan Leslie? I don't
So you know who Ryan Leslie is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
you
I
know,
don't.
so Ryan Leslie is a songwriter, and he's also
He's like a music child prodigy.
Yeah, he also
Okay.
had a couple songs, but
Couple hits, yeah.
he wrote a lot of
Cassie's song.
Cassie songs and big
Wrote her
songs
first
for
hit.
other.
He's the one who brought her out.
So he was with her; they were together, and
Yeah.
Diddy stole Cassie from him, and then Diddy
That's-
also had him robbed.
Correction.
How you steal a woman
Correction.
if she?
That bitch social climbed away to Diddy.
Maybe. So anyway,
She left Ryan for
she
Diddy.
left Ryan for Diddy, but then he also had Ryan's computer stolen and held for ransom with all his
that's
music
fucked
and
up.
everything.
Now,
on
this
it.
is just
Yeah.
a theory. Who you think was close enough to Ryan to steal that laptop? This is just a theory.
Cassie?
Could have been Cassie.
No, but he got like robbed, getting into a car.
Kid Cudi? Could be.
Oh yeah, he was fucking Cassie.
Kid Cudi was fucking Cassie.
She was cheating on Diddy with Kid Cudi, and it's supposed to be Chris Brown, and there was another rapper.
She likes fucking dudes that fucking throw
Abusive
beatings.
guy.
Yeah.
That's why we never had sex.
She has a type.
Let me
How's your
see if
left
you
hook? I
could
just
run
need
it,
to see
run it. Maybe that's what Puffy was saying to her while she was trying to get out of the hotel. Let me see if you could run it, run it.
It's this bitch.
It's this
on the
bitch on the floor.
If she runs, I'll kick her more.
Let me see if you
can run it, run it.
It was like 90s radio making parody songs.
Shout out to Weird Al,
Yeah.
the legend.
So, all right, where were we at?
Oh yeah, so I think on day 2, the husband walked out of the.
Cassie's husband?
Yeah, he walked out because they're at one part.
He's like, no, not my baby angel.
Yeah, there was one of like the sex workers, the guys that he was testifying, and they were like, "Oh, so what happened? Like, how was it?" They're like, "All right, they invite me in." Cassie was pretty much telling me everything to do, and then Diddy's just on the side beating off, and so the part that made him walk
See him
off-
in court.
So then, the judge's fucking robe is like waving up and down. Continue, no objections. Continue. But so
Go
So
on.
they ask her. He's like, all right. So what did they tell you to do? She's like, so Cassie directed me to pee on her. So I peed on her, and then she got mad because she stopped, and her and Diddy were like yelling at me, like, "Yo, have you never done this before? Do you even know what you're doing?" And he's like, "Oh, what do you want me to do?" She's like, "You're supposed to pee in my face."
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
And her husband got up and walked out.
So she turned like to Tarantino. She was directing the whole thing.
She was with the shit. She was her Ghislaine Maxwell to Puffy.
Well, something I don't.
Dad's
Jeffrey
team.
Epstein.
I don't
This is
understand
the husband.
Why we never heard about like about this case going on? Like, did R. Kelly ever did they ever collab? It was like, let's bring R. Kelly in, or
I think there was an
Or it
age
was-
difference.
With Kelly, he was too
Or
old.
yeah, like the girls were too old for Kelly.
So
And Kelly probably wasn't with the gay shit.
Bro,
he probably
hold
just
on.
liked young women.
So when the guy didn't pee on her face,
He was a
R.
straight
Kelly then.
pedophile. Straight
Yeah.
pedophile.
It was just
Fact.
two different
yeah,
franchises.
yeah. Same company, different
different
department.
leagues.
Yeah,
yeah.
different
So when the guy didn't pee on her face, they got mad and stopped everything. They were like, "You ruined it." That's so
Well, not like
crazy.
you ruined it, but like, hey, listen.
No, because when that girl did that shit with me with the knife, when I started asking her
got mad at
questions, she
you
got
that
mad
you
at me.
didn't know.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're ruining this for me." So there's this girl I used to hook up with that wanted me to hold a knife to her throat while we had sex.
wow.
And then so I got nervous. I was like, "Well, what if something happens?" And she was like, "If you see a little bit of blood, it's okay. You know, if you see a lot, stop, obviously." And I was like, I can't. I was like, "Why do you want me to do this?" And then she was like, "You know what? You're ruining this for me."
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it was crazy.
Dude, you went like, wait, let me try again. Let me try again.
No.
Hold on, let me go just drink a bottle of water.
Well,
I'll be right back.
it got
I got a
progressively worse. Like she had me put her through the coffee table one time, like slam her through the coffee table, like sneak up on her, like while she was doing dishes and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the last time she wanted me to stand on the fire escape with the knife and come in through the window and like get her while she was cleaning. Yeah. But like while I was on the
I like how you was just like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know. All this is new to me. I'm like, what the?
yeah,
Well, no, women are fucked up.
yeah.
I've heard a lot.
And
of
but
stuff
while I was
stories
on the
like
fire escape, like with the knife, like you know, like there was cars on the street, and like a cop car went by. I'm just like, and then there was like a kid down there, like looking up at me, and I was like, oh man, this shit just feels fucking weird.
Yeah.
that. She's like, put on a scream mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
She
that's-
called me.
Really? Because you wouldn't
Because I
have
wanted
Because you went
psychotic sex with her.
Was she
called you
packing?
No. I would never do anything like that. Ugh.
a Diddy party then.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that so me when it comes to sex, I'm more conservative personally.
Yeah, no knives.
Yeah, no knives,
no knives,
no guns, no
instruments of
knives.
torture.
No,
Yeah.
no
Open hands.
no,
You
no
know,
men, no kids.
You
all
know
right?
that's a big window now. You're like, no, conservative. Because your ceiling is so high, you're like, there's no knives, no guns. There's a lot of other stuff that can be conservative.
Yeah. Before it was just like no butt stuff and it was just like,
Yeah.
no violence, death.
Yeah, no puppies, no
Yeah,
I hooked
the
up with
knife can't be serrated. It's gotta, it's gotta be
no
used.
tree branches.
I hooked up with a Puerto Rican chick from Hempstead, Long Island, and she was like, "Yo, I want to role play." Right? She's like, and I'm like, I've never role played, so I'm cool with it. And then she starts like giving me head.
You start like doing somersaults. Getting all right. So I was a reach. My bad. I'm sorry.
So I found out role play was the reverse air horn.
That's for one of
That's
the
when you
joke
bomb.
bombs. Yeah, that's for
The reverse air horn.
All right.
So she's giving me head, and while she's giving me head, she starts calling me Theo, which means uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, she's calling you Tio.
Theo.
Oh, so her uncle used
She's
to
like,
fuck her.
"Oh, Theo," like, and I'm just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Yo, suck it harder, little bitch." And
Is that like saying uncle, like give up?
yeah, no, she's like, yeah, like her idea was role playing
getting
was
fucked by
I
uncle.
was her uncle and I was molesting her.
Oh, she reliving shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, these
My shit
I
is
can't fuck
boring.
with Puerto Rican bitches.
yeah,
yo.
yeah.
I like to eat Taco Bell in bed, and she just be with a chick.
You like to get topped off while you're eating Taco Bell? That's a good kink, man.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that one
He's just
bit.
eating shreds of cheese off his chest. While he's like,
You know what could be a crazy asphyxiation kink is you getting topped off and then you're eating biscuits from KFC with no water.
Oh, you mean the Popeye biscuits?
Yeah, it's like getting choked.
Yeah,
Popeye
yeah.
biscuits.
I like how we all agree. Like,
Choke
that's
me.
scary.
Bitch is like, yo, choke me. You put a biscuit in her mouth.
Turn the water off in the house.
Cover her mouth.
So Cassie is a freak.
Yeah.
That's solidified. Certified freak. It's a freak off.
And my favorite one was like, Diddy asked, he's like, hey, we got down for a freak off tonight. And she's like, I'm on my period.
Now, what kind of drugs were they doing?
Everything. Coke,
Molly,
Molly,
ecstasy,
yeah.
ecstasy.
Damn.
Oh, uppers, mostly uppers. Oh, also, they were taking painkillers because he overdosed on opiates. Diddy overdosed.
really?
I'm telling you, he's the victim.
Yeah.
Cassie's
Well, I'm saying yes to the opiates. I'm not gonna say a motherfucker as a victim.
Bro, I would say that
So hold on. So he goes. So she's like, "No, I'm on my period," and he goes, like, "All right, what are you cool doing with?" She's like, "Oh, I'm fine with just kissing. Kissing is sucking." Yeah,
getting her titty sucked.
yeah. probably whole finger.
Put a hot shot on them titties.
But even on her period, right? She was still down for the freak shit. So now imagine being her boyfriend. And you're like, yo, what's up, babe?
Yeah, he can't have sex with her. Yeah, I'm on my
not in the
period.
mood. How about some head? No, maybe another day. And it's like, what if I was fucking Sean B. Combs, bitch?
Yeah.
What if I was Sean Combs?
Yeah.
You don't have, now would you be fine with it?
But you even hear with porn stars like the
is
shit
a victim.
the shit they do on screen is different from how they are with their partners. So like because they have actual feelings for them. Yeah. Me personally, I'd never be able to be with somebody like I just couldn't.
Yeah,
I'm not. And
Somebody that brings their work home.
Well, I just couldn't. I don't think I could
be with a girl that you knew she had
whore.
that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're men who think like that are insecure and all this shit.
Yeah.
And that's a real man. I'm like, that's a real simp.
Yeah. No, I'm insecure.
To sit there and be like, no, I'm a real man who's not gonna want to be with a girl.
Hey, baby, I just wanted to call you. I'm on lunch break.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta sit down. There's cum dripping out of my pussy. Did you get the laundry? Like, I couldn't deal with that shit. You know what I mean?
She FaceTimed her new man while she was at one of the freak offs.
The guy in the
Her man. FaceTimed
For the
him.
new guy right now?
The guy that she's with now. FaceTimed him. And then everybody's
he
like,
don't
oh,
even look real.
That's a real no, because he's not a real man. He's AI.
He looks like he played Dracula in
Some
one of those movies, like not recently, but within the last few years.
He looks like he
that.
played the gay Dracula.
His wife is playing. His wife is playing Dracula in the music industry.
He looks like he only. He looks like he only. He looks like he only drinks blood. That's how he looks like.
Well, this segment is a reminder for you to find women at church.
No,
Go to church, go
that's
find-
where people like. That's where women like Cassie end up. They end up
Coming
in
to
church.
America.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I saw this reel the other day. This video about this woman who was like cheating on her husband with his best friend at the church. They were like really big into the church.
Oh, the girl with the tattoo.
And then when he found out, he was like, he like forgave her because, Jesus and all that stuff. And she was like, and that's when I saw the light. And I was like, this is the biggest bunch of horse shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like,
you found God because you got caught.
It actually made me sick.
So he caught her, or did he was just scrolling one night on Pornhub? Like, I know her. She's
It came out like the husband got to the bottom of it. Which they had kids. They'd been married for like over 5 years.
hold on, 5 years he didn't know.
And then it all came to the
How
light.
did she be creeping out? She was like, I got to do a bake sale.
Who knows, man? Yeah, I got to do bake sale at the church, and she's getting fucking, and she was getting creamed. Yeah.
Cream pies.
Jesus.
Cream pies for Christ.
But like, bro, the fact that she could go on to a podcast
And admit that.
and then act like Jesus
That's
came and
bullshit.
saved her.
All right,
that
that
is.
stuff. 5
But
years
that
and you don't know your
happened.
wife's a porn star?
That shit
No,
happened
she
to
wasn't
one
a
of my
porn
uncles.
star. She's
She wasn't
just
a porn
cheating
star.
on him with his best friend at the church.
Yeah, there was no porn
God.
involved. She
Yeah,
wasn't
no
like a
porn
porn
involved.
star.
She's just
She
fucking
looked
his
like a
friend.
porn star.
She did.
Oh,
She did.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the guy forgive his best friend too?
I didn't
That's
hear about.
actually, I imagine, would be tougher to forgive. I mean, I wouldn't forgive either one of those.
No.
motherfuckers, honestly, I'd be like, you're both dead to me.
And down south in some states, it's legal to commit that murder if you could kill both of them with the same bullet.
Passion of crime.
Hey, can you guys stand?
Yes.
Just
Shot
in line?
Now kiss.
You make sure you shoot them in the head when they're making out.
Yes, that's how you do it.
You gotta
Sawed off 12 gauge.
You actually-
Bird shot.
You actually
do that
shoot.
whole gun
Nice
trick.
spread, yeah.
Sling it around.
I like wanted. Curve the bullet.
Gun fu. Gun fu. Yeah.
You end up just shooting her in the back of the head and then through his dick.
So now let me ask you this.
He survives, but he has no dick.
Now, from what they've been saying in the testimony, is there any, other than drug use and stuff like that and some of the domestic violence, is there any other crimes involved?
That's the thing. They're not bringing up all the stuff they were talking about in the beginning.
Well, I think
left out a
it's
lot
like
of
human
people.
trafficking is involved
but
in
they're
it,
not
right?
really talking about that.
But the
It
thing
just
is,
seems
if
all
I'm
about
like,
Cassie.
if you're in Connecticut, I'm like, Derek, I want to have sex with you. I'm gonna
You're gonna be
pay
gay.
for your Uber up to New York.
that's sex.
That's
trafficking.
that's human trafficking.
Oh, is that how
That's how they're
what
doing
is?
it now.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. I shouldn't have said
That's
you.
been going on for decades.
I don't
That's
blame
been
you
a
for
long-
saying me that.
That members only gets me going.
The prostitution I think because if you pay people,
Yes.
there's a level of that too, which is also like weird moral gray area.
Sex
but-
trafficking, not human trafficking. Sex
But it's
trafficking,
all the
right?
same.
Yeah,
Human
yeah.
sex,
Yeah.
same thing.
See, I watch a lot of Law and Order. I think they're trying to build a pattern here. I'm an expert on this. This is legal advice. I think that watch Law and Order. I think they try to like set him up. It was like, all right, this is where it begins, and then we're gonna bring in like his latest and all that because he can't get convicted for what happened to Cassie already because with the statute of limitations, right? Like,
He
it's
can't
all
get.
old.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I know that
'Cause
he.
it was like over like a decade ago.
But he was able to. She was able to fucking take him to the bank though. But yeah, the
Oh,
criminal,
yeah, I
the
mean,
criminal
yeah.
stuff on that, yeah. Unless they've been building a case for that long,
I think
which
they
would
have.
which would be a sealed indictment. Yeah.
I just love me personally. The thing that I find that I love the most about this whole thing is that one night after or one morning after a drug fueled sex orgy with human sex trafficking and cocaine and beating women and all that, Puffy wakes up. He's like, "Hey, don't forget to vote for Hillary." That was like his big thing for a while there too. Was like
Vote or die.
vote or die.
Yeah.
Democrats are the good guys, and I'm not even on some Republican shit, but it's just the hypocrisy that was on display with that guy.
You know what's crazy? Kate was telling me the other day that one of her boyfriends is he's a conservative guy, right? And they were arguing about something, and he was like, "Well, Derek's conservative," and I'm like, "What is it? Why would somebody think I was conservative? I have like." Sexually, I'm conservative, but politics, I don't give a fuck about. I can't stand both sides. You know what I mean?
I think that's it. I think it's if you're not a card waving like
Person.
Democrat,
Yeah,
that makes you conservative.
That's crazy.
They pay. I get that all the time. As I'm concerned, I never voted for fucking Trump, or whatever.
It's not because y'all white. It's just.
I mean,
I think you automatically see a white guy Republican.
I am off-white. I don't.
What do you mean off-white?
Well, I mean, I have Puerto Rican blood
Yeah.
and Jew blood.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm 100%.
Viking.
100%. We were talking about that this weekend. Me and Dusty Slay were talking about it this weekend. Our genealogy test, and mine came back. I mean, Swedish, English,
Just a
French,
swastika?
German.
Yeah.
So the 4 pillars.
So funny.
Kanye
You got
song
a
started
free
playing?
Kanye shirt with your 23andMe?
I've been bumping that HH, man.
Yo, so that's why y'all white. Do white people do that now? Just try to see how guilty you need to feel about being white.
I never once. I was hoping for a little bit of African.
Yeah,
so I feel a little bit less guilty about all the M-bombs I dropped in my life.
See, that's 10% of me saying that.
Now, Terry, you 100% black.
I think so. I mean, I never did the genealogy, but look
Not
at my
even a little
family.
Irish?
I don't know. I don't know who raped my great great grandmama. So, but I'm from Alabama. So apparently, more than likely.
Yeah, more
There's
like
nothing mixed. I don't know, but everybody always thinks I'm like Bohemian. Like everybody in New York always thinks I'm like
from like the islands.
from the islands.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, how long you been here? I was like, my whole life. They was like, don't be ashamed.
They're like, come on, rude boy.
Come on,
Big things.
Come on,
wanna go eat some
bless up. I always say that, bless up.
Yeah, bless up. Rice and peas.
Let me get the roti.
I know some good fufu. You want some fufu?
Now, Geo,
Yo, wait, real quick.
You
Jorge,
Arabic?
Bring up.
you got Arabic in you, right?
Yeah. My brother did that 23andMe shit.
Yeah,
We got
you guys look like you definitely
Sub-Saharan
own
African, which most Dominicans
Moroccan.
are.
Like Moroccan, right?
Why? Because of French Montana?
Well, at Morocco,
Because I look like French?
well, even though Morocco is African,
I like to tell
is
people,
Africa, the people are like, they look more like Geo.
Nah, I
There's
think
not
it's more
really
Israeli.
black people in Morocco.
I think it's more Israeli. I think it's more Jewish, Middle Eastern.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Sorry
My
to
whole
hear
family's
that.
cheap as fuck.
You do look like.
A lot of Palestine, Israel
They got
vibes over
money.
here.
They all got businesses and they're cheap.
I mean, bro, I do see you do look like a rock thrower.
No.
My question,
I'm more of a rocket thrower.
my question is this: you're familiar with Josh Hartenstein? He used to play for the Knicks.
Oh yes, the half black, half white kid.
Oh, yeah, plays for the
He's
Thunder now.
He's
Yeah.
like not even half. He's like a quarter white.
Okay.
Or, excuse me, quarter black.
Right.
And you can't tell by looking at him.
Right.
Whatsoever. There's a clip of him wrestling with Jaylen Brown for a ball, and he drops an M-bomb, and Jaylen Brown starts to get real pissed off, and everybody has to rush over to Jaylen.
Like, no, he's black.
He's like, I feel as if you have to explain that somebody's black You're not that black.
Bro, I never saw that clip. That's great.
Yeah.
He's
Because he's like get off me and whatever.
Yeah.
You want me to fill it in for you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's why I stopped saying
Get off
the
me,
N-word
ninja.
when I moved to Alabama. When I moved to Alabama, I had to stop saying the N-word because I'm like, oh, damn, some of the people don't get it.
The N-word.
What, they think you Mexican? What
The black comics thought I was half black, half white.
Yeah.
So they didn't care. But the white comics were like, hey, man, we would feel better if you didn't say that word. And I was like, but I'm Dominican. What are you talking about?
They had like a whole fucking contingent.
That's also like a New York vernacular.
Yeah, it's more because of New
Nowadays, I feel like,
York.
too,
Because
yeah.
people from Philly be like, nah, that's not that. No, I'm like, Peter Crack used to say the N-word. And he's straight up Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was like a northeastern thing. So like Jersey, Connecticut.
Yeah, every Puerto Rican in my neighborhood said it.
Yeah, I'm confused. I got confused up here. Like,
Even
'cause I don't know where everybody is. I see brown people just dropping the N-word. I'll be like,
Even me, I had like a 20 block radius where I could say it. But like once I left my neighborhood,
I had a 4-state
once I left my neighborhood, I couldn't say it.
yeah.
When I get called it, I just go, thank you.
See, you gotta subscribe to N-word Plus. That way you can get more. You can get
N-word Plus with the Disney Hulu bundle.
Loyal
I got the
member,
bundle.
loyal member since.
and go out with a jersey. If you would do it.
Well, you seen Jin Lee? We talked about this before, I think, though. That red-haired dude who's
The
rapper.
ginger. Yeah. He got stabbed up recently.
Did he really?
For saying
He
the
just got
N-word?
stabbed, probably.
I think that's where that whole discourse on gingers are actually black
Oh, you
came
think it
from,
started
is
with
because
him?
he started saying it.
Because
Because his flow was so good. Yeah, his flow was so good.
His PR team was like, "Hey man, we're gonna get this out there. Don't worry."
There's a white rapper from Florida who's actually. Do you know the guy that James Franco played this this drug dealer in this movie
Spring Break.
Spring Breakers.
Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane was in it.
Selena
Yeah,
Gomez.
it was actually a very good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
So a lot of people thought that character was based off of Riff Raff,
Raff, that's what
but
I
it
thought.
wasn't. It was based off this guy called Dangerous. His name is Russ, but they call him Dangerous. He's this white rapper with dreadlocks.
that would be a white boy's nickname.
Yeah.
But,
They call me
bro, this guy's like straight up from the hood, says the N-word like crazy in his songs, and all black people in his videos.
Yeah.
He's got a tattoo of a fork on his
so he's focused.
on his forearm. The fork is like
okay.
to cook crack with.
Oh,
Yeah, like when you-
gotcha. Okay.
When you whip it up, whipping the pot, whipping the pot.
Yeah, that's why I
But-
remember when 2 Chainz had a fork chain.
Yeah. I never used a fork. I used a wooden spoon because it would stick to it better. The wood, the crack would take to
I used to
the.
use my finger and then lick it after.
Oh, you're disgusting.
You ever see that movie where Gary Oldman plays?
Oh, Jamaican Pimp, True Romance.
Yeah, True Romance. Wait, white
what
boy
is this?
dated.
Yeah.
Hey, white boy dated it.
Hey, did you know it was a motherfucking white boy day?
Yeah.
He did that. He wasn't Jamaican. He was a black. He was like, I think he was supposed to be half and half. Right? He was like half black, half white.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon.
What the fuck was his?
He's British as hell.
He's British.
What was his name in that fucking movie? He had a good ass name too.
Oh, God, what
He had the
was it?
dreads and everything.
Yo, pull up
Jorge's on it. I see him typing.
pull up Gary Oldman Pimp True Romance. I'll watch the scene right now. He's like, you looking at me, there's a big ass pair of breasts on the TV. And you ain't looked at them breasts once. You just clocking me. Like it was really good. I got all this motherfucking Chinese food. You don't want to bite. It was really. Did you see it? Huh? Did you see it, Derek?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was so.
James Gandolfini's in it.
His
Yes.
name was
Yeah.
Drexel Spivey.
Drexel Spivey. Drexel.
Oh, yeah.
What show is this?
This is True Romance.
I
But
never watched that.
Drexel.
Dennis Hopper has that whole dialogue with Christopher Walken.
Yeah,
about the eggplant.
Sicilian. Yep. Which was also another fun. I was just talking about that scene. Those two scenes from that movie, Drexel Spivey and the Hopper scene with Walken, great. Yeah. And then Viggo Mortensen playing a paraplegic Puerto Rican drug dealer in Carlito's Way was also great.
Oh,
God,
yeah,
I forgot
that was
all about
great.
that.
Oh, this is it. This
Yeah,
is,
go ahead, press play.
I'm all fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Give me sound. Give me sound.
Negotiate. I know exactly where your white ass is coming from.
It's like if Pauly Shore was a wigger.
Yeah. Gonna start to try to understand myself. This motherfucker, he's carrying on like he ain't got a care in the world. Who knows?
Maybe he don't.
Such a bad look at me. I know I'm pretty,
But I ain't that pretty.
but I ain't as pretty as a couple of teens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. Nah, I know I'm pretty.
I always like that look with the scar.
Yeah.
And the eye.
And the eyeball.
That eye.
I like to pretend he's like a Daniel Day-Lewis method actor. Like he stayed in
he's-
character even off scene.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck you looking at, bitch. Get your motherfucking ass out
He had to
of
live
here.
in Miami, so it was normal.
Yeah.
He go to Flatbush.
I mean, bro, that is real talent, that right there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
real
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
talent.
yeah.
You can't, there's other talented actors like, Tom Cruise. I feel like he plays the same part all the time. Denzel plays a lot
there
of
will
similar
be no
parts.
Tom Cruise slander.
Denzel's greatest role to me was Alonzo Harris in Training Day. That it was such. He had other good ones. I know
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X was very good.
He was great in Glory.
He's good in Glory too.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good in Glory, but
He was mad gay in Gladiator too.
Yes, he was.
I didn't see that one.
Very good.
But he didn't change his accent at all.
Nope.
It was still,
No, he was a New Yorker in Rome.
Everybody else had accents except him.
Yeah.
What's up?
But as conniving as he was in Training Day, I was like, God damn, that was fucking. It was so good.
He made you believe he was that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found out he improv that whole like King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Bro, that's one of my other
That's
favorite
iconic
scenes.
scene.
You think you could do this to me?
He shot me in there.
Jake?
Shoot programs. 23-hour lockdown.
Yeah. I remember
You know what the gas chamber smells like? Pine oil. That's where you headed. To Pine oil heaven. That's fucking good shit.
There's
got
so
to
many
see,
things about that movie though. It was like
Eva
cracked me
Mendes
up.
titties.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
he
With the
smoked,
bush.
he had Ethan Hawke smoked Sherm.
Yeah.
Like that, and then like an hour later he's fine.
Yeah, it don't last that long.
Well, yeah, we got some beers in them. It helps level you out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I used to do that when I smoked dust. You have a couple
Okay,
beers.
see, I'm not familiar.
Couple
with
beers
You're
or
not familiar with the science.
It brings the fuzziness down a little bit.
couple beers.
That
or,
whole that scene was diabolical too.
a gallon of milk.
Oh,
He goes, "You smoked it too, not me, but you did."
Yeah.
The movie
that was
was
a
so
great movie.
believable until Dr. Dre came in like this. You're dead, man.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
Dre.
Dre fucked it up.
Shut the fuck up, Dre.
You also had to suspend your disbelief for that girl in the alley
Oh yeah.
because she was like playing a high school chick, but she was fully developed. She was like,
she was like 28 years old.
Yeah.
She was a child actor 20 years before that.
Right.
The bathtub scene was crazy. I have a daughter.
Yeah.
I have a daughter.
Dude, somebody broke it down, like the scene of that and how the director portrayed it and all
Yeah.
that. Like it was like you were foreshadowing his death, the table turns, everything, all the camera angles.
Obtaining
meant
the
something.
gun and
Yeah.
everything. I saw that. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
And the way he shoved a shotgun into his mouth after they tied him up and threw him in there, I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
God.
like right in his cheek.
Yeah, bro. I felt that
Yeah.
shit.
That
I
shit was
felt that
wild.
shit.
You ever see Ethan Hawke walking around?
Sometimes
Yeah.
him, Matthew Modine.
Yeah, high as shit.
Yeah. Who else do I see sometimes? I've a couple times I've walked right past Chappelle on the street over here.
no
I know he
kidding.
doesn't live here, but one time, bro, and it'll literally just be me and him on the quietest days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
And so I act like I don't know him.
I see Liev Schreiber. I used to see him every now and then because I used to work down around here.
I just saw a play with him in a couple days ago. It's called Sexual Misconduct of the Middle Class. It was actually really fucking good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he killed that shit. I usually don't like plays. I think they're gay, but he crushed that shit. He
You
crushed
gay for
it.
plays?
Bro, you know how many plays I've been with to Kate where like I literally will fall asleep. Like I'll just be out because it's
I would have to take psychedelics to.
I've never been
watch
to a New
that.
York play musical. Like I just think they're dumb.
the only one I stayed awake for the whole time, other than actually this one I did doze off for 2 minutes, but it was still good. I enjoyed it while I was awake. Was the Hell's Kitchen one about Alicia Keys because I couldn't fall asleep because every 5 minutes they were like, "Now you're in New York," and I'd wake up like, "God damn it, this fucking song! I hate this fucking song."
I've seen a few.
gonna love it when the Knicks
musicals
win.
and plays, but-
Dude,
Yeah.
so that song, to be honest with you, the only time I've ever really enjoyed it was when Jay-Z and Alicia Keys did it live, Game 2 of the World Series in 2009. But something has happened to the song where like people from New York actually hate it.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
tired
it's
of that
played
song.
out.
Yeah.
It's super played out.
Yeah, we need another one. We need another
Yeah, I
one.
used to love it back in the day, but now that I've lived here for 12, 13 years now. I'm like, this shit's old.
Yeah, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of, nothing you can't do. Yes, no, there's so many people that come here and can't do shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right.
realize. Yeah, I mean, y'all going through a drought with New York songs. I feel like y'all used to get one like every 5 years.
New York is losing its respect. People don't respect it anymore.
Yeah, it's
The
the South
city-
and the West again.
Yeah.
New York is kind of dying out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah, y'all need to get back in the beef game. Y'all need to. Get
Joey
somebody-
Badass tried, but nobody. He doesn't make good music.
I mean, he makes good music. He's just not as big a personality
it's
as
not
the other
like
people.
poppy commercial. Like he's making underground rap.
Yeah, but y'all need to come from left field. Get Lady Gaga in it. Isn't she?
She's from here.
Yeah.
She's from here, and she used
Like
to.
the-
Bitch, I
Surprise
know
everybody.
you Amy Winehouse. The government killed her and replaced it with you, bitch.
Her dad's got a restaurant on the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
They got
Gaga?
a show at. Yeah, there's a show there. It was actually pretty fun.
She used to be on McDougal all the time. She used to be Lady. No, she got Lady Stardust was who she. I think she might have just been Gaga, and then Lady Stardust was like her mentor, and that's where she. It was like a tip of the hat to her to make it
Gotcha.
Lady Gaga. But yeah,
But it started off as Amy. She went from Amy,
She was?
to Gaga. She was Amy Winehouse.
No, she wasn't Amy
Yeah,
Winehouse. It's a whole
bro.
other person.
Nah, you fucking.
Bro, Jorge,
So she died off and just like
And
reinvented
reinvented herself?
yeah, like this.
Bro, your conspiracies
It's out of control. His takes are sick.
I saw the side by
Sick
side
indivi-
pictures.
sick individual right here.
Same moles on the shoulder, same nose. Bring up a side by side of
Hell,
Amy
bro, you
Winehouse.
see Lady Gaga's fucking nose? That fucking honker?
They both got honkers.
Amy Winehouse was pretty gross.
Yeah, she was a nasty,
Yeah,
bro.
They were the same size. Akon put her in rehab, cleaned her up, and she didn't really die. She went to rehab. That was with the song.
didn't you hear the song?
They
No,
tried
I
to
said-
make me go to
I
rehab.
said no.
So then they're like, all right, listen, we're going to have to kill you off, and then we're going to have to kill you. Be born again. Look, you see the comparisons? Almost identical. Scary. Look at the collar.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think you're just being prejudiced, bro.
I'm trying to say
All white people
all
look
honkies
alike.
alike.
Look at them.
I always felt like Amy
Them pointy
Winehouse.
noses.
I felt like Amy Winehouse was mixed with something. Was she just regular white?
She was half white, half opiates. Oh man. Yeah, I hate to go back to the Diddy thing, but I had to show this video. This is the funniest shit. Jorge, bring up the video when you see Dawn Richards. I think she was from Danity Kane.
Oh, yeah.
When she's walking out of the court.
What, the white girl?
Danity Kane.
No,
The black one, Dawn. I think she fucked Diddy too.
She was going to have
Sounds like
blonde hair.
it sounds like
black and blonde
everybody
hair.
did.
No, she's a black chick.
I know she's black, but she's had the blonde hair too
Oh,
back in
I
the day.
don't remember what she looked like, but that's.
Yeah, how big is Diddy's dick?
Come on now, man. Monetization.
Wait, there was a black girl in Danity Kane?
Two of them.
How was it? 2 and 2 or 3 and 2?
It was three and two.
3 whites, 2 blacks.
You hear? She's like, I want to get
Or
my
is it
ass
3
beat for
blacks,
10
2
million.
whites?
What was the other group? No, I'm getting
Total.
No, he had Dream or something.
Oh yeah, Dream was all white girls, right?
White girl, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he was going like girl and boy band crazy.
I really fucked with Total back in the day.
Yeah.
Total was Bad
Yeah.
Boy?
Total was Bad Boy, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Total had some.
I don't remember Total
Yeah,
at
they
all.
had. You don't remember them at all?
No,
They had that
no.
song with Biggie.
Changing faces, changing something.
Change of Faces. They were signed to. Who were they? LaFace, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was Change of Face. Jay-Z helped them out in the beginning.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
2 good-looking girls, 2 looking black females, very pretty. Now Total was all lesbians though.
Nah.
Yeah, they were dyked up.
Wasn't that
No, they
SWA?
Yeah, Total was all lesbians. Look it up. Just say R&B group Total lesbians.
Now you're doing conspiracies.
No,
like
no, I'm for real.
I'm not. No.
I think Salt and Pepper was
Kima,
lesbian.
Keisha, Pam.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they went. No, one of them was because she dressed like a tomboy. I give you that one.
I think only one of them might have been straight. The one with the long hair.
That was the fashion back then, though. When you look at it, like TLC, Aaliyah, they were just dressing like boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard for me to believe that Left Eye was
Sexy.
That
bitch was bad.
Was
She was the baddest one out of all of them.
Left Eye.
No, no, no,
Alicia
she-
Lopez? No, T.
She was badder than
No,
Chili.
Chili.
She was
No,
badder than
Chili had no
bro.
titties though,
No,
man.
If you see
Yeah, but
Chili
she's
in person,
pretty.
yeah,
She's
like
pretty,
yeah,
yeah.
she's
She
like
is
beautiful.
gorgeous, but if you see Left Eye with all,
Yeah,
like
look at
just
these
regular,
bitches. Like,
she
yo,
looks
what's
way
up,
better.
bruh?
Oh yeah. That's
Oh, the
true.
one on the right and the left are definitely carpet munchers.
I think the one in the middle is the only
You know who
straight one.
Chili is married to now? Joey Lawrence's brother.
A white guy?
Joey
A white
Lawrence?
guy. Yeah.
Who's Joey Lawrence?
Joey Lawrence from Blossom. Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah, make a
Remember
breath, man. I
fucking?
got you
He
one.
was like a. He was like a wannabe. He was like a wannabe Fonz with the fucking with the leather
and
jacket.
His brother, they're all actors. That whole family's actors. And Matthew Lawrence.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Matthew Lawrence is
Bro,
white.
Blossom, what a horrible show.
Oh, the show
What
Blossom.
a bad show.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
What a bad show.
Bro,
I mean, just
she's
I
still
remember who
Blossom?
Blossom is not bad. She's an ugly broad.
Wait, or it might be Punky Brewster.
She was a Jew.
Jorge,
Punky Brewster was
No,
like
her friend
Soil Moon
6
Fry
was
is
fine.
hot.
She's still hot.
So
6 from Blossom was fine. Like her best friend. She's like
Blossom
talk really
had big
fast.
titties,
both
right?
Oh
pretty
no, you're thinking of
busted.
Topanga from.
No,
Parole
I know
Euphoria.
Yeah,
Topanga.
Topanga.
Yeah, Topanga.
No, Blossom was like a skinny Jew broad.
Oh, all right. So she's ugly now.
She's on Big Bang Theory.
She got a big hat. Yeah, all right. No, not her. Not Blossom. Punky
Soil
Brewster.
Moon Fry.
What's her name?
Soil Moon Fry.
I thought Punky Brewster was a cartoon.
No.
it was also a
cartoon.
cartoon.
It was both.
But it was live action show. Remember when Cherry got locked in the fridge?
Oh,
And that was that the message for the week?
Yeah, that was
Because all those kids were dying in
and then she
refrigerators.
started doing
Yeah,
like adult movies.
All of a
and
sudden,
stuff.
somehow the whole country just started putting their refrigerators outside on the street.
Yeah, now you gotta take the doors off.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you
unscrew 'em.
don't die.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was like an epidemic of kids just dying in refrigerators.
You ever seen the
That's a good
video?
space to hide.
They raided a house and there was a crackhead who was hiding in the fridge the whole time. He took everything out.
For real?
Yeah, I saw it online like a couple months ago.
It'd be so funny. You walk in, you're like, somebody get the food back in the fridge before it spoils. You open it up, is this Geo in there?
There was another one.
It was the Jews. The Jews did it.
There was like the skinny
Got
little
his
guy.
Anne Frank on.
There was another one where the guy was in a dryer. He was hiding in the dryer and he hid the clothes on top of him. And then the cop just started moving his hands around. He's like, all right, get out of there.
Yeah, get it. Yeah.
Oh, that might have just been stuck porn. Hold on.
It was a stepbrother this time.
All right, we got 10 minutes left. What do you want to finish on?
Yeah. Let's end it on this Mexican boat crash.
Yeah.
Oh, ay caramba.
That's Jorge. I sent like 3 videos. Get the first one I sent you up top was
I've
under the
seen the
bridge.
clips. I'm just confused by like the bridge came out of nowhere. Like the bridge
Yeah.
was like anti-Mexican and just teabagged the shit out the boat. Like I don't understand like how you miss.
It was like a
I mean, that's what happens when your fucking boat captain's drinking tequila.
Yeah, when did Mexico get a navy?
Was it a military boat?
No, but
Oh.
I mean, I've just never heard of Mexicans having boats. I'm
was
not trying to be racist.
It
I'm
was an
just saying,
old
like,
naval boat.
Okay,
yeah.
No, they got the Gulf of Mexico. They sail a little bit.
that's a Gulf America thing.
My apologies.
this
Yo, the
is
people
crazy.
hanging, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So the
that's
people,
nuts.
the people that were hanging
That
survived.
dude fell. You said that guy fell.
The
Oh,
2
shit.
people that fell died.
I ain't seen this
later on.
angle.
They died.
Yeah, 2 people that
Yeah,
the
dude.
2 people that fell died later on.
casualties.
Yo, did you see the white guy that was just like his mouth just dropped and he just filming the whole thing?
Well, the one guy goes, "Oh, this has got to be on purpose. This is like some for a movie or something." And the one dude was like, "No, people did." Yeah, then you see
The guy laughs in the beginning of the video after the crash when he's like, "Yo, somebody's falling." And he giggles.
Oh my god,
It's crazy to see history repeat itself because you had the Titanic hit an iceberg and then you got Mexicans dealing with ice.
Well, bro, and it also goes to show you,
I've been sitting here for 10 minutes trying to find a Titanic reference.
It'd be iceberg ice.
bro. Every ice agent in the city went right there.
Yeah.
We're going to Brooklyn, baby.
They be doing like they
yeah.
get a bonus.
So that did it hit the Brooklyn Bridge?
Yeah, it hit the.
So
yeah.
and that goes to show you how well made that bridge was.
yeah.
That's a good bridge, and
That's such a New York take.
Yeah.
That's a good bridge.
it's a good bridge. And also, like a lot of people, that bridge, a lot of people died building that bridge. There's a whole book about it. It's called the Brooklyn
Well,
Bridge
add 2 more to that.
because it's the first bridge.
Two more to
Yeah.
that number.
2 more. Yeah, that's the first bridge of its kind. That was the first one they ever
First
made.
like suspension bridge
yes,
or whatever, right?
First one, yeah. And people,
I didn't know anybody died. I feel terrible now.
Yeah, 2 people.
Me either. I didn't know you think things.
I mean, they looked like they were having fun. So
I mean, ICE was going to deport them anyway, so.
if they went out doing what they wanted to do, then
I don't think they won.
Yeah, I don't think they.
I don't know, man. I think they saw that bridge coming for a while.
Yeah, but they're stuck up there. They can't do shit.
See, the kind of guy I am, I go,
Who was directing it? Kevorkian?
I'm gonna get
He was just like this.
Captain Kevorkian,
SS, it was the
Dr. Kevorkian's son.
SS Kevorkian on the side of the boat.
Yeah, Ice would get on the boat, and be like, "I'm the captain now."
Has anybody took that? Somebody should take that reel and put like the theme of Pirates of the Caribbean in the back. Like,
You just hear fucking.
And then they edited in Johnny Depp just running from the boat.
Why is the rum gone?
Captain Jack Queso.
Jack Monroe.
I mean, is there any explanation? Did they say anything?
Allegedly, there was a power failure that prevented them from
Seeing the bridge?
from steering correctly.
Yeah, when you drink too much tequila, it will
against the
turn your
current.
eyes off.
They were going in reverse.
Oh, what'd you say, Jorge? I cut you off.
It's allegedly the power went off, so they couldn't steer against the current.
Yeah.
So
the boat was going in reverse when that happened. They weren't supposed to go under the bridge.
Jorge is
but the
half
current
Mexican.
Oh, sorry, Jorge.
So what were it? Was it just like a vacation trip? They were just coming up from Mexico having fun?
They were going to Mexico.
No, it was just like some sort of performance thing. Like it was just like some routine that they do.
So they've been under there, under the bridge before?
I don't know if they've been under that bridge.
They weren't supposed to
specifically,
go
but
under the bridge.
Yeah.
The current took them under the bridge.
Yeah, they were just sailing around, but the current the current brought them in more towards the land and the bridge.
Ah,
But they were supposed to be doing stuff like outside in the water.
So it was a complete accident.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P.
I mean, it sucks. but,
R.I.P. to Tito
Yeah.
and Jose. If we look up in their names of Tito and Jose, that would be hilarious.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
those poor guys! Just think, earlier that day they were in the Home Depot parking lot.
Yeah.
So Captain Jack Queso comes along.
Hey, you want to?
I got a job for you guys.
All you gotta do is just stay on top. That's all you gotta do is chill.
Stay on top, spin
You
around.
sure this is not a setup to get us back? No.
I
Yeah.
mean, at a certain point, though, you got to notice if you're on that mast, you're headed towards a bridge. I don't
They
know
couldn't
why-
do anything.
I think they were
Because they're
latched
clipped on.
in,
They're
right?
It
clipped
was
on.
latched on.
So, like, for them to move, they have to like unclip and clip themselves off to move.
So the people that fell, I wonder if the
would
things they were
unclip.
clipped onto broke or if they unclipped.
Or they were just like just dangling. Like,
Some people were just dangling. Some people were.
survived. It was
Yeah.
the two that fell. You see two people fall. Those are the ones that died.
Yeah,
and
they
they didn't
died.
die right away. They died in the hospital.
They hit the deck of the boat or they
Yeah,
hit the water.
hit the deck of the boat.
Because I would have tried to angle towards the water at least.
Yeah, but I don't think you have control over that.
Yeah.
Unless you have a squirrel suit.
How do you say look out? How do you say? You think they said cuidado on their way down, Jorge, or no? All right. That was.
Holy shit, he hacked the fucking soundboard.
That was.
I didn't know you could do that.
I tried to. That was like a play on when Owen Hart the last thing he said before he fell was while he was falling. He said, "What? Look out."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what. Oh,
that's what he said as he was falling from the
Poor Owen
rafters.
Hart.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that shows you how good of a man he was. Look out.
Look out! I'm about
Somebody-
to.
Because I would have probably. I think I would have just been saying the N word the whole way down.
With new N-word plus. Just make sure you got.
With or without ass. Yeah.
Edward.
I'm half Puerto Rican. I can say it.
I'm in New York still.
I'm just racist.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
That would be wild. Cuidado. I guess that's not that.
Somebody
funny.
has to superimpose Leonardo DiCaprio and that bitch on the front of the boat when it's collapsing.
Or hey, did you feel sad when you found out about it?
It doesn't affect me.
Okay. Do you feel a strong tie to your country people, or?
Kinda until they brought in a Jewish president, a Jewish female president.
Oh, that's right. You guys got a Jew broad president.
motherfucker, you.
Yeah.
What?
In the Mexican president's a Jew broad.
Yep.
What's her name?
Hold up. They got a woman?
Chiquita Rubenstein.
Jew bitch. Nah.
What her name is?
Jews in part. A
What do you say,
woman?
Chiquita Goldberg?
Yeah, Chiquita Goldberg. Is Maria Conchita Goldberg.
Her yarmulke is just the top of a maraca.
Hoes don't wear yarmulkes. Yeah, that's not for the bitches. That's
What do the
that's
bitches
for the
wear?
dudes. Nothing. It's wigs.
They wear a wig.
They wear
if know
wigs.
what's
He said
right.
hoes don't wear yarmulkes. You need to make that a shirt.
I was about to say that's a dope shirt.
The Jewish religion is very misogynistic.
I mean,
so like
every religion is.
for the
Every religion
for the
is.
Orthodox Jews, like if a woman is menstruating, she's like not even allowed to like be near anybody.
Muslims
She
are
has
the
to
same
stay
way.
away while she's menstruating, and then she has to go to a special bath before she can join the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once you get married, you have to get a buzz cut and put a wig on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking
That is
wild.
I thought it was
so
just because
weird.
of the lice in the concentration camps, and then we're just
Oh,
like, all right,
God,
we'll keep
Geo.
tradition going.
I thought it was like military. It's like going to a military. It's just like,
Yeah.
buzz cut your hair.
Well, as I understand, there's just some traditions they like stuck that like in the 50s or whatever. They just stuck to that tradition forever and never updated. it,
Yeah.
you know.
I like a lot of religions. So I think I could adjust to it or convert to it, but not that one, man.
Yeah.
I can't fuck a religion that doesn't respect climate change. It's like you wear the same thing year round, cold, hot. You just be like, you got that same outfit on in 95-degree weather.
Hey, bro. Well,
it
they
doesn't
changed
look
it.
like
They
breathable
changed it a
cloth
little bit
either.
in the winter. They wear the whammy jammas, the fur hats.
The dirty
Okay.
cotton candy
Yeah,
machines.
yeah.
Oh,
Those are expensive.
I know. I've talked about it here before. One of my dreams was always to drive by one in a car and snatch it off his head. I always wanted one.
what they made out of? Like,
It's,
Like fucking
it's-
yak fur?
No,
Some
it's,
shit.
it's the hair off the back of the Palestinian people.
No, Geo.
God
You're
damn.
so
Shave
off.
it off, and then they glue it onto the hat.
The Orthodox
and they flip
Jews
it
are
off.
pro-Palestine.
Not those whammy jammers.
Yes, they are.
That's why they call whammy jammers, because
Are
they
they really?
whamming
Yes,
and jamming
no.
those
So
Palestinians.
the Hasidic Jews they're pro-Palestine. They're anti-Israel because Israel was not. They believe Israel was not supposed to be taken back by force. It was supposed to just be given back when the Messiah comes.
Gotcha.
So it is kind of wild to me that that's their stance on it. But yeah, even the Hasids in Israel are anti-Israel.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably know better than me, but I mean, like, it is. Never mind.
No, say it.
It's a safe-
Jorge's a
safe
good
place.
editor. He's a good editor.
You're
No,
a
no,
guy-
no, no, no.
You don't.
No.
You won't get in trouble.
Well,
Yes. No, they're the chosen people. They're chosen for a life of
Chosen by who? Satan?
persecution.
yeah.
Yeah.
you say he's a good editor, right?
Bro, I like. Don't worry, your job is safe, Terry.
Don't worry, nobody ever watches past 20 minutes.
So I remember one time
to the analytics.
I laid like my Judaism on somebody real thick. I wasn't being serious at all, but they're like, yeah, the chosen people. I was like, oh, chosen to wander the desert for 40 years. Chosen to have your temple destroyed.
Chosen by who?
Chosen for the Holocaust. And they were like, oh, I never looked at it like that. And then I just started laughing. But
Chosen to be blamed for Jesus.
yes. But bro, everybody knows it was the Italians who killed Jesus. It was the mob. It was a mob hit. The Romans.
Yeah, that's also in the Bible.
Oh,
Yeah.
this Jesus guy.
Who you guys want? Jesus, or what was the other guy's name?
They also, the Romans
Barnabas.
also did
No,
not want to kill him.
No, Barnabas.
But
Was
the
it
Jews were
Barnabas?
like, nah, kill this motherfucker. So the Jews wanted him dead. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
couldn't. Like to this day, they get some other empire to do their dirty work. So now America's the new Rome. But
Jorge, you're gonna have a lot of work on this.
just drop the
taking
last
this whole
10
part out of
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm taking this whole part out of the YouTube version.
I love Jorge. We think we're in
This
here
is how
being.
we're gonna start
we think we're in here being edgy, and Jorge's like, nope, getting cut out. Derek, tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me at Hump Derek on all social media.
Mr. Thomas,
Terry Thomas Jr. live on all social media.
Geo
Geo
Perez.
Perez 86 on all social media, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page and go on gasdigital.com to get the unedited version of this episode where you get to hear all the slurs and you get an extra bonus
Oh my
episode.
God, that's your selling point.
yeah.
Oh
That's,
my
bro, have you ever
Jesus.
listened to a podcast that's edited? It sucks. You
I
wanna
know. It's like
what they're
watching.
saying.
It's like watching Scarface on TNT.
Yeah,
It's like a half hour long. Yeah.
or watching Showgirls
Yeah.
on Disney Plus. It doesn't hit the same.
And then my Instagram is Derek Drescher, but this is the new thing we're trying to do. I want you to unfollow me and unfollow and then follow Jorge. I want my following to go to Jorge. That's what I want to happen because he deserves it.
Yeah, you do all the hard work.
Yeah,
Jorge.
absolutely.
All those F words and N words you got to take out. It's a lot of work.
I mean, bro, he works hard.
to work. Nice. And this is not his only podcast. He does what, like 17 other podcasts here?
Yeah. All right, that's the episode. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, man.
All
Tune
right,
into the bonus.
bonus episode coming up on the gate, uncensored.